Hey you all, hey, how are you all doing? What's going on? What's happening? Anyway, just all right. I want to get into some topics and some things I have been seeing online. First of all, happy Eid. You know, um, for those of you who celebrate, it's good that you guys are celebrating something. Easter is coming up, so that will be next month, early next month actually, like on the fifth, right? Third to fifth. So let's see. Fingers crossed till then. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I woke up a bit early. I might take a little nap back. I have a lot on my mind, and also my brother. I was checking up on if my brother, because he's going back to Russia, So I was checking up if he's on his flight retainer, if he has landed or so. Just nowadays with everything going on, you just have to check up if your family members are in the safe zone. Not like anything, you know because we spoke throughout yesterday. you know Everybody knows my brother is my best friend, so I always check up. All right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I was supposed to drop a video yesterday, even day before yesterday, but sorry, I don't know the editing, something's going on. I have a terrible phone. I don't have a laptop anymore. You guys know that. I have a terrible phone, and you know, like you guys know, things are not like good with me, so it's not easy right now getting a good phone and all those kind of things. And yeah, it's been a lot of financial hardship. So I have a terrible phone, so I use it to edit, and it's very slow, it's very bad. Trust me. So yeah, that's basically why I could not drop the video, but I might just release this in a whole part of what that video summarizes, because I did not drop any video yesterday, which I was angry with myself. I thought I did, but I did not. So I'll drop one today. Anyway, guys, yeah, so what's going on in y'all's life? Today I don't want to really dive into just news. I want us to just like conversate, and maybe this will just be a 10-minute video. I try not to make all 5 minutes. I try not to make this long because you guys cannot see my face, and attention span, is very important. I always said human beings have the shortest attention, which we do. I don't know if animals have a long attention span. I know us, we don't have a long attention span. Anyway, all right, guys. First of all, I saw I think an Usher and Justin Bieber. I think I've been saying it online, and I watched like a news outlet about just this morning about it. I don't really know what's going on. I feel there's more between, because obviously I did say it before that it is kind of like Justin is going through something more. The whole money, even at some point, I thought Bruno Mars was also going through something more, because Bruno also lost a lot of money, but they said his own is gambling, and I can see Bruno being a gambler. So yeah, but Bruno did not lose as much as Justin. I heard Justin even lost all his money, but Justin doesn't. He did not. How will I put it? He wasn't wise enough, and he got money at a young age, at an early time. I don't think so many people were as rich as him at that age and at that time. So, and he was very famous, like very, very famous, like the most famous person in the world. As he's still the most famous person, one of the most famous people in the world. But he was like the most famous person. So imagine that kind of. I think Then yeah, him and Obama were like the two most famous people at that era. I don't think anybody was as famous as them. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. So you can imagine how, and I'm calculating this by Asia, of the whole continent. So it's not just America I'm looking at in this. It's by all the whole continent. So I don't think anybody was as famous as Justin and Obama at the time. So did um he did, yeah, I'm sure he did a lot of drugs and a lot of things, back then. And I'm sure he made a lot of bad decisions. You can't be rich and famous at that age and not make a lot of bad decisions. And I don't know of the whole PDD. Like I said, as much as I do think, okay, possibly all this cannot just be alleged against you. Surely you did one of them with Diddy's case. I also do think that, okay, he's been guilty, but with the way the legal system is nowadays, I still question how much of Diddy's roles are in some of these, whether he's over guilty in certain things, or I don't know, because I don't know how much role he plays. I don't know what really goes on in that industry. We don't know, you know. Like I heard, Hollywood is very dark, and it's just the way, especially those times, because people were so hungry for fame. Not like now that uh, technology is just taking people's attention. That time, people were hungry for fame, because with fame you have the world at your fingertips. So yeah, um I can imagine, something happened. So I know Usher also was also linked in the industry, like that. So I know there are some things that happened with Usher. I know there are some things that happened with Justin, and Usher coached Justin. And that's the thing when you're a young person and someone older is trying to be like, oh, let me take you under my wings. And I had a friend who was doing that with me, but ended up betraying me. So it's like, it's crazy because it's so much responsibility for you and the person. Because if anything happens, everybody looks at, okay, why didn't your coaching mentor help you out? Or why didn't he tell you all those kind of things? So, I don't know. I really don't know their relationship. But I do hope that this might be a longer video than it's meant to be, because I want to touch on all the whole topics. Maybe I do a shorter one after, you know. I have to do some shots with my voice in it, because I think the other shots I did, my voice were not really in it, you know. Yeah. So I don't really know what the case is with the whole Justin and Usher thing. I just hope they, okay, I don't really care. you know. But I do know that the possibility is there. Anyway, moving on, guys. Um, the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, I don't like three recordings on this. I don't know why I haven't dropped any of it. It's, as much as this phone is difficult to edit, I could have tried to edit it. I've had enough free time on my hand not to be able to edit some videos. I just don't know what's going on with me nowadays. But let me say this. Um, I do watch a lot of housewives and everything. So, I in those videos, it was basically the summary was just, you guys should just leave Amanda alone, basically. I feel the heat is becoming too much towards Amanda. And as much as me and my friend went back and forth yesterday when she called me on this, and I was like, as much as Amanda is annoying, I feel you guys are making her even look good by you all. I did not like what both said in this. I had even made that recording before I saw this episode and I was like, okay, come on, you guys are just picking on her. And that no matter, my friend doesn't already like Amanda, which anyway, I was not shocked, but I did tell her I was shocked, shocked because you know, I actually thought, okay, maybe some part of her might like Amanda, but I'm not shocked anyway. But she is becoming like bullying and all those kind of things. I just feel like, okay, it's not bullying because I understand it's not something they are planning it or all those kind of things, but I know that it's like a pile on and it's like, how will I put it? Um, it's like, okay, we don't like this girl, and no matter what she does or say, let's just pick about fault, which shouldn't be the case. No, although Amanda needs to stand up for herself and she needs to, you know, not really stand up. She needs to stop being calm in setting. She needs to find another way to defend herself because the way she defends herself, they'll keep on riding on her. She needs to find another way. She needs to, there are certain areas where you need to be calm about it. There are certain way where you need to be like, no, I'm not getting into that, and you're not going to. You guys know what I mean. You gotta put your foot down, basically. Anyway, yeah. So I just feel, the whole Amanda thing. You know, you guys should just stop with it. And I'm not saying that Dorit does not have a right to be angry, but what I'm saying is that because Amanda should just own it. This is what was said and everything. Which in fact, here's the same self. Amanda did say what she said and what happened, you know, and she keeps saying what happened. But it's just the way she defends herself. She she does not know how to go to the court. Dorit is you guys make Dorit seem like she's one badass boss. She's and is it wait from what I see in this show, someone who can stand their ground can easily. Dorit knows who she can try that with. Somebody who will go toe to toe with her. You know, if you, I'm sure in the episodes that are coming, she and Erica's battle, she would surely just be the one walking out because she knows Erica will not stand for it and make her look like a punk on national TV. But Dorit has actually becoming annoying. I won't lie. I went with what my friend said all along because I did not want it to be like a serious argument. But honestly, I'm disappointed in her and Bose. Very disappointed because they are acting in a way that, I'm not saying Amanda is not fake and annoying, but you all are taking it to an extreme level in the sense that it shouldn't be what it is. Anyway, I don't know how to really articulate my point in this, but you guys should just make it easier on yourselves and just start afresh with Amanda and finish. And Bo's case, I feel is jealousy with Amanda. It's normal. I don't think it is what she says it is. It's jealousy because you had no reason to call her jealousy or storyline or the both. I really do think actually both before when Amanda was saying it, I was like, okay, maybe not, but I was like, I like to still see how the season plays out. We don't know what happens individually. Once again, we're watching an edited show. Anyway, moving on. Um, yeah, so I just thought I should point that out. Um, I'm also watching this show, Love Story. I think next week is the last episode. It's the JFK son. Is it JFK? I keep forgetting who. RFK, right? I don't know. I just know something FK son. Love Story. So it's actually, I'll give it a solid. 8/10. The last episode I watched, I was like, okay, this is good, good. But I feel they have longer scenes because of it's a story talking about it, which is understandable. But they have longer scenes in one take. Like a scene that is supposed to just be like in this last episode, their whole quarreling scene. I checked the time, it was almost 10 minutes. I was like, what the hell? Isn't this supposed to be like 4 minutes and then we move on? But no, no, they're going to give us that whole quarrel, which was okay, but I was just shocked, you know. I was just shocked. It was very long, you know. But the show, you guys know, I'm a, would I say, a lover boy. I love love, so I I watch all the love shows. So this one was good, exceptional. Or this one is good, you know. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I was trying to watch. I might finish Scream today. I was supposed to watch it since, but now it's in HD. That was very fast. So I'm going to see how Scream is, you know. But I have other things to, you know. You guys know there's a lot of things I have to deal with. So my head is not straight in watching movies and all those. It has not been straight for years now. Anyway, um, yeah, yeah. Let me just end that at that. I wanted to also discuss something. You know, I was going to discuss something with you guys. There was something that I just wanted to discuss. Yeah, I wanted to discuss like let me say the odds of how will I put it, because I did notice that nowadays like everybody is like all will I say wishy washy and all those kind of things. You know, what I'm trying to say is that everybody is more like woke. Yeah. And you know, I talked about I have a lengthy podcast on all that since 2023, you know. And I did say how annoying it is. Everybody's trying to keep up this facade of like being so woke and all those kind of things. And I think that's another problem with Amanda. But I I've digressed from that topic, you know. But what I'm trying to say is that it's really, really, really becoming like I'm even getting to tell you that I cannot stand Instagram for 10 minutes or even 5 minutes is to tell you guys that it's becoming very tiring at this point. It's literally becoming, I don't know how to describe it because it's like, okay, what else is going on? Like, tell me, you know. So sometimes I'm like, maybe people should just do what they used to do rather than using their phones. Just, I don't know, do what they used to do. I just don't know. But it's like everybody's posting a video, everybody's doing a challenge, everybody wants to be on the roller coaster train. Oh, engagement was just trending. Let me go get engaged. And I'm not saying people do that actually, but it happens like a spawn of a moment because of you don't know is because of what has been you have been seeing online and you're like, am I too old? Let me get engaged and you go get engaged, which is fine. I'm not saying it's not about people following each other. I'm just saying everything just seems like a facade right now and being woke and all this kind of, you know, okay, not a facade because a facade would imply that they're being fake in some sorts, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know, you know. And you know, stop saying one more thing because I wanted to just drop this down. I'm sorry, I said it to be a 5 minutes, it's a 20 minute video. But this is all I have to catch you guys up on, you know. Okay, just I wanted to say, you guys stop saying the Epstein file is a distract. Are you guys that really is a distraction for? I'm not saying it could not be a distraction, but for the whole thing going on with Iran also, I'm like, come on now, really? Like they could have made. I don't think they would think that far for the Epstein file to be such a distraction. I don't think they're thinking that far. And trust me, if it was going to be, you think all the people who work for the Trump's administration right now, some of them are former bodies of the other administration, I think. I don't think he fired all of them. I don't know anyway. But you think they're all on his side. There would have surely been a point where something would have been released that, okay, this was a whole plan, or like I said, a facet to like, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't think this is any distraction. I feel that obviously maybe there's more benefit wise for it. I've said this before for America. Maybe there is none. Maybe I don't know what it is, but I know you guys just stop saying that Epstein's file is a distraction. Like, come on, you guys are making things look more ridiculous than they should actually look. And things are ridiculous right now. So, you know. And oh, by the way, I don't know if I dropped this video, but if I did not, maybe I'll add this together so I don't have to drop that other video. I did see the trailer of the Spider-Man Brand New Day, I think I dropped, okay, I just did a shot on it. I did say it was good, but it seems downgraded. I explained this at length in the video. I don't know if I dropped that video. Sometimes I do this recording and drop, but this one I'm going to drop actually because I haven't dropped any. I think as in of a main video. Shorts I would drop some today, But what was I saying? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what was processing through my mind. Yeah. So I I saw the trailer. Yeah, it's it just feels like a downgrade. I said this already. If I did not drop that video, here's what I said. It's like, okay, maybe I'll do a separate video for this because, and I would try and drop that. I'll just edit all at once. But let me say this first. It just feels like we have seen this story, we have heard about it, and it's just like, okay, how did we move from three Spider-Mans to everybody forgetting about Spider-Man and then him trying to fall in love again? We all know what is trying to, and I'm so confused. I thought say the sync was going. The whole thing is just confusing me. People just need to close their mouth more because the more they speak, the more you think, oh, that's what's going to happen, and then you actually see it and it's not. That's why I'm like, okay, for the GTA stuff, I don't look at anything again because literally, how are you guys getting the news? They won't link anything to us. They are. Sometimes human beings make me hate them so much. I'm sorry, guys. You know. All right, guys. I'm not take too much of your time. All right, guys. Bye.